Hi everyone, I'm Kim Wilkinson. It is Friday, December 13th, 2019. We are almost at Christmas. This is a tough time of year for a lot of people, and that's why I thought I would jump on really quick and share some of my tips and tricks that have helped me find calm and chaos, and that have helped me to kind of step into this new title, I'll say, of the mom.calm, C-A-L-M. So like many of you, I have had a lot of different challenges in life, and I'm not going to get into them all. I will just say the last 5 years has definitely been some of my most challenging years, with a lot of hurt and anger and sadness and pain and suffering just within our family, with a variety of things, various mental health concerns, and then recently the loss of my 22-year-old son. And so I want to share with you my top 5 lifestyle choices that have helped me to become the mom.calm and to find calm and chaos in this 5-year period of struggle. And I know that many of you watching this have gone through struggle. You're going through struggle, maybe even worse than me. There's a lot of suffering out there. And if you're feeling that, you're not alone. You're not alone at all. And the reality is, that's life. Shit's gonna happen, okay? We're gonna have relationship struggles. We're gonna have career struggles. There's gonna be illness, and there's gonna be death. We cannot avoid these things. It's just part of the whole journey. What we can do is learn to move through these things in the best way possible. So here are my 5 lifestyle choices that have really worked for me. The first one is yoga. I think when a lot of people think yoga, especially in Western world, they think of a workout on the mat, or stretching, that sort of thing. When I talk about yoga, I'm talking about the whole yogic lifestyle, and being on your mat is a part of it. But even when I'm talking about doing a yoga practice on your mat, for me it's about this reconnection of mind to body. I think you will all agree, our world is so busy and so hectic. We're so out here all the time. We've lost this connection to self. And yoga is that opportunity to kind of put all that stuff aside and to reconnect. Yoga is like meditation, and it stemmed from meditation. It's this opportunity again to practice single-pointed awareness. Your brain can only have one thought at a time. It seems like there's a million things going on sometimes. It's just one after another, because we're not, connected and controlling ourselves. But yoga is that opportunity to practice this. And when we step onto our mat into a class or into our own home practice, we're so focused on breathing and moving our body that it's impossible to think about anything else. There may be times in the practice where the mind wanders, but eventually you have to come back and again focus on your breathing and your body. And it's like this, 1 hour to just put all your shit aside and recenter, reground, refocus. And when you're done your practice, all that shit's still going to be there, but you're going to be in a better place to deal with it and to manage it, to understand it. I can honestly say, even on some of my worst days where I felt like my whole life was falling apart, I got up and I went and taught. And it was one of the best things that I could have ever done, because it's such an opportunity to heal and to, again, just recenter, refocus, and move forward in the best way possible. So if you haven't tried meditation, I highly recommend it. If you have questions, please contact me. The thing with yoga is there are so many different teachers and styles of teachers, different studios, different practices. You do have to sometimes take some time to find something that resonates with you. If you have a bad experience or you don't really enjoy it the first time, I'm going to encourage you to try a different teacher, a different studio, a different style. Don't let your first experience, develop your overall opinion on yoga. It really can be very healing, and it doesn't have to be hard and all these challenging poses and inversions. There's benefits to that, and some people love that, and that's very empowering. For me, it's just about taking this opportunity to step onto your mat, to leave this shit outside, reconnect, and then move back into it. Second thing is meditation. So again, it's coming back to this mind-body connection and becoming more grounded, more clear. And again, so many people say to me, I can't meditate because I can't shut off my brain. Again, it's not about turning off your brain or not having any thoughts at all. It's retraining your brain or training your brain to just have single pointed awareness, to just sit back in the seat of the soul and witness. And for me, meditation is an opportunity to really look within to see what is it that's really causing grief or struggle for me. And then it's that opportunity to then address it and to release it. We carry too much baggage. And the other thing is I get some of my greatest ideas in meditation, whether it's for business or healing or just all of these, just awareness on how I can change and live differently. So again, there's so many different ways that you can meditate. There's guided meditations, there's classes, you can do it on your own. If you have questions, let me know. I'm here to help. The next thing, reading. Books have been amazing. I still struggle sometimes. I need to make more time to read, but I have found over the last 5 years, specifically books that are all around, expanding your consciousness, awareness, these deep life thinking books have really helped me to step out of my bubble, to help me to change limiting beliefs, to heal, to grow. And I'm going to include some of my favorite books and authors in the comments. The one that's kind of stuck with me the longest is Dr. Joe Dispenza's teachings. I love his stuff. Sadhguru is another favorite of mine. I'll include more in the list, but those are things that can really help. Even to read a couple of pages a night before bed, I find for me it really helps me to go to sleep with a clear and positive mindset. And rather than, going to bed and, replaying all of the traumas in our mind and not sleeping well. So the more books you can read, the better. The next thing, personal development, courses, workshops. The more you can do with this too, again, it's just expanding your awareness. You're continuing to grow, to evolve, changing beliefs, creating new beliefs, finding a deeper understanding of yourself. So whether it's a Saturday afternoon workshop or a whole weekend workshop, an online course, whatever it is, these are things that, again, for me have really helped me to, step into empowerment and to be able to manage the chaos that life can sometimes bring. And finally, the biggest thing, and this is so important, and it's so easy to do, and it doesn't cost a cent. It's simply feeling your shit. Okay, life, again, it's about one experience after another, after another, after another. And we either have a pleasant experience or an unpleasant experience. It's really good to feel the pleasant experiences. The unpleasant ones, we sadly are, often taught to divert from those. From the time you're a child and you fell and hurt yourself, or maybe your child and fell and hurt themselves, right away the parent wants to swoop in and fix the pain and hug and distract and, rub the knee or whatever's hurt. And although the intention for that is loving and kind, it's actually teaching us to not feel our shit. It's teaching us to distract. And as we get older and those unpleasant things happen that create those yucky feelings, again, we distract, right? We go to substance, we go to shopping, we go to gambling, we would go to whatever, food, so that we don't have to feel that pain or that discomfort. So one of the best things you can do whenever you're feeling an unpleasant experience, whether it's sad, angry, or hurt, or resentment, sit and close your eyes and bring one or both hands onto your heart and just feel your shit. Physically feel the emotion in your body. Feel it move from your chest to your stomach, back up, wherever. Feel it. When you do that, it actually moves. Emotions, feelings are just energy. That's all they are. And energy needs to move. When we distract and we don't feel it, it becomes stuck. And all of that shit piles up and piles up and piles up. And eventually it destroys us. So when you're having those unpleasant experiences, remove yourself from the situation or take some time at some point to sit, allow yourself to think about it, and physically feel it. And you might feel it, and it might only take just a few minutes before it starts to move. It might take half an hour. It might be something that you have to sit with over and over for a few days or a few weeks. But when you start to sit with it and feel it, it will move. I guarantee you this. By doing all of these things over the last 5 years, I had some big aha moments on some of my darkest days. And in those aha moments, that's when I realized that it can seem like my world is falling apart around me, but at the same time, I can still be okay. And I can feel like, even though there's this pain, I can feel this sense of control and this sense of hope and calmness. And that is such an empowering feeling. And maybe it's hard to imagine. It's probably hard to imagine if you've never felt it. But if you do this, if you do the work, as I like to call it, you will find that. And once you do, you don't forget it. And then you just continue to do it. And every single time it gets easier and easier. You will still feel pain. You will still cry. But you will be able to move into a place of acceptance. At some point you'll feel peace. And you'll even find gratitude and maybe even purpose. Thank you so much for watching. Please continue to check back, subscribe. I have so many more videos that I want to share with you. I'm still figuring all this out. More shit's going to come my way. I'm going to keep doing the work, and I'm going to keep sharing the results with you. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and I pray that 2020 is a year of good health and abundance for all. Merry Christmas.